guys, it's your boy Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Elche versus Barcelona in La Liga. The Blaugrana are back after beating Athletic Club 4-0 at the Camp Nou last weekend, and we're now back again in the league where we have to win this game. A lot of the top teams will drop points this weekend. They have very difficult opponents, so we have to capitalize in the race for top 4. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 4:15 p.m. local time, so we do have the early kickoff this weekend, and this match will be taking place at the Estadio Manuel Martínez Valero, which is Elche's home stadium, and the referee for this match has also been confirmed. On the pitch will be Hernandez, and on the VR it will be Ricardo de Borgas. Let's start off by taking a look at the league table. Barcelona are currently sat in 4th place in La Liga on 45 points after playing 25 games. We have 12 wins, 6 draws, and 4 losses. If we look at our last 5 games in the league, we are undefeated with 4 wins and 1 draw. Now this is a big weekend here for Barcelona for a couple of reasons. Number one, we are 1 point off 3rd place with a game in hand. Now that game in hand has been confirmed for the middle of April, so we're going to go now for the next month and a half playing every single weekend in the league, always having a game in hand. So keep that in the back of your mind. The game in hand will be played in April. Secondly, we are same points as Atletico Madrid, 1 point off Real Betis on 1 point, and we're also right now 10 points off Sevilla, who just drew their game yesterday against Deportivo Alaves. And here's the big part: if you look at the top teams who they'll be facing this weekend, again Sevilla already drew with Deportivo Alaves. Real Madrid will host Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad are only a few points behind us, so we kind of have to hope for a Real Madrid win. But here's the big one: Real Betis versus Atletico Madrid, 3rd versus 5th. Again, only 1 point separate us. I mean, a draw in that game would be perfect. If any team wins, it'll be a downside. If it's Betis, they'll go ahead of us a bit more. If it's Atletico, they'll go ahead of us. A draw in this match for Barcelona is the perfect result. But again, with those big teams facing each other this weekend, Barcelona have to win their game to capitalize, create a gap so we can have some room for error. But again, with the big teams facing each other this weekend, we must win our match. And if you take a look at our opponents in Elche and where they're currently standing in the league table, they're currently sat around mid-table in 13th place in La Liga on 29 points. After playing 26 games, they have 7 wins, 8 draws, and 11 losses. You look at the last 5 games in the league, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. So pretty much on paper, they are a mid-table side in La Liga. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Elche. Like I just mentioned, they are currently a mid-table side in La Liga. They aren't doing too bad. They should be, on paper near the relegation zone, but so far so good this season for them. They're currently mid-table. Looks like they will survive this season. And the last time we played them was at the Camp Nou on the final game at the Camp Nou of 2021. We did beat them 3-2, but it was a close game. We did play the 3-4-3 in this game. We had Dembele right wing back, Xavi was just ahead of the midfield of De Jong and Busquets, with Jukla and Abdi as the 2 strikers. Of course, no Aubameyang, no Adama, no Ferran, no Dani Alves yet. In this match, first half we dominated. Second half we conceded 2 goals in a minute, barred the 2-2, and then Nico scored a last-second goal to seal Barcelona 3 very important points. So it was a banana game, but in the end, we walked out victorious. Now, if you look at Elche's last 6 games in all competition, in their last match, they lost to Levante 3-0. They beat Rayo Vallecano 2-1. They lost to Sevilla 2-0. They beat Alaves 3-1. They drew 2-2 with Real Madrid in the league, but got knocked out of the Copa del Rey by Real Madrid by 2-1. So the 3 games I want to take a quick look at and analyze. There's the last 3 games in all competition against Levante, Rayo Vallecano, and Sevilla. Let's first take a look at their 2-0 loss to Sevilla away at the Ramon Sanchez PS1. They lined up in the 4-4-2 formation. In the end, Sevilla were all over them throughout the entire game. They only scored 2 goals. It could have been more, and in the end, Elche could not contain the power of Sevilla. Let's now take a look at their 2-1 win against Rayo Vallecano in La Liga. This was a very important win for them to bring them, closer to mid-table and secure their survival for this season. Again, similar formation in that 4-4-2, low block counter-attack, but with them being the home team, they were more on the front foot, and in the end, they got the 3 important points. And finally, let's take a look at their last match in all competition, which was a 3-0 loss to Levante. Now, they played this game on Friday. We played a game, of course, on Sunday. So they're coming to this match with almost a week and a little bit off. So they're going to come in with an advantage, of course. But in this match, Levante were dominant. Of course, Levante had rock bottom in the lead, so they need every point they can get. In the end, they were the better team. They scored 3 goals and got 3 important points. So overall, final thoughts on Elche. They're your typical box standard mid-table La Liga side against the big teams. They'll come, park the bus, and hit you on the counterattack, especially in their home stadium. That will give them the advantage. Their manager, of course, is the man on the screen right now, Francisco. He's done okay so far with Elche this season. He's kept them up, and again, they are doing well for their expectations. In terms of players to look out for, Lucas Boy up top. Of course, we were in for him in the January transfer window, and also Mojica at left back. He did very well against Dembele at the Camp Nou back in December. Strong left back. He used to play for Atlanta, and now he's at Elche, so watch out for him. And again, in the midfield is very experienced, so there's a lot of places to look out for Elche. But most important thing for Barcelona is to finish their chances and control that midfield battle. Time now to get into Xavi Hernandez's press conference reaction. His press conference this morning, he was asked some very interesting questions by the media, so let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts by saying that Elche has improved a lot under Francisco. They've already made things complicated at the Camp Nou a lot. They're a very intense team, and it will be difficult to beat them. We would have to play a great match with great intensity. He then asked about meeting with Erling Haaland a few days ago. Said that on Erling Haaland, I can't give any details. We work on the present and the future of the club. When things can be announced, we will announce it, like we did today with Pablo Torre, who is an excellent signing. He didn't say no. That's all I'm saying. He did not say he did not meet with Erling Haaland. He just said, I can't give you guys details. That for me confirmed that he didn't meet with Erling Haaland, in my opinion. It's not time to talk about signings or the future, but we have to talk about the present. We are currently 4th in the league and we have to continue. The only thing I can say is right now that we're working very hard for the future of the club. He then asked about Christensen. He said that with Christensen coming in, could Pique retire? Of course, he didn't answer the other question about Christensen, but he said that on Pique, I can only say I'm delighted with his performances. He has been extraordinary for the team in the defense. He was then asked who leads the negotiation when signing a new player. He said that we are a team with the president, of course, at the helm. It's nothing decided unilaterally because we work together. Myself, Mateo Aleman, Jordi Cruyff, the staff. I'm a consensuous person, and then we decide all together. Pablo Torre, we followed him for a long time. He's a natural talent. He can play both as an interior midfielder and as a winger as well. He can play with both feet. He has great passing ability, and he has great set pieces as well. He's a signing for the present and the future of Barcelona, and he'll have a similar role like this season with Jukla and Abdi. I haven't seen a player yet who doesn't want to sign for Barcelona. Everyone is excited to come to Barcelona. So this is the man that met with Erling Haaland. Said that I have never seen anyone who I've talked to who does not want to join Barcelona. More hints there? I have no idea. Pablo Torre is a Barca player. We explained our ideas to him. We told him that we wanted him, and he was the one who decided to come to Barcelona. I am honest. I did not deceive anyone. I'm told what awaits him here. So again, answering those questions about choosing between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Barcelona is not in a comfortable situation right now. We have to continue working with the same humility, seriousness, and intensity. He then asked about the comparison of Pedri and Iniesta. Apparently got some critic from the media saying that he compares Pedri and Iniesta too much. He said, when I see Pedri play, he reminds me of Iniesta. I'm not going to think otherwise, no matter how much criticism there is. Surely we have to bridge the gap between Andres' career, who is the greatest talent I've ever seen in Spanish football, but I'm not afraid of Pedri's talent. We haven't spoken with Dani Alves yet over a contract renewal, but from what he has given to the team in every way, he is an example, and hopefully we can decide that he continues at the end of the season. He's giving us a lot. I would like him to continue next season because he gives us a lot. We have 5 games in 2 weeks, and now it'll be important to manage the minutes, fatigue, and discomfort. We have 8 or 9 strikers who can play, and I'm delighted to be able to choose among these, huge players, because for me, it's a huge advantage. So again, Xavi hinting at rotation for the upcoming matches. And lastly, he was asked about Ricky Puig. He was asked with Pablo Torre coming in, will that affect Ricky Puig's future? Will he go out on loan, be sold? What's happening to Ricky Puig? So that on Ricky Puig, he has a lot of competition, fierce competition, and I do feel bad for him for not giving him more minutes. He trains well. I'm happy with him. He's improving, but the pity is there's a lot of competition in the center of midfield. Pedri, Nico, Busquets, Gavi, Frenkie de Jong, and now Pablo Torre. And that concluded Xavi's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Elche tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup predictions. Let's start with the manager, of course, Xavi Hernandez. It's going to be difficult to predict his lineup. Will he change anything from the Athletic Club after being a team 4-0? And of course, we have Galatasaray on Thursday at the Camp Nou as well. I think Xavi will go with this lineup on the screen right now. I think he'll go with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four Dani Alves, Araujo, Pique, and Jordi Alba, midfield 3 of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri, and a front 3 of Ousmane Dembele, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres. Now, firstly in the back 5, Dani Alves has to start because, of course, he cannot play midweek on Thursday. The question is, do you drop Des or you put him at left back? I think, of course, he'll bring back Jordi Alba. No doubt about that. Two center back pairings, of course, Araujo and Pique. He could bring in Eric Garcia for rotation, but again, I don't think he will do. He could do that on Thursday against Galatasaray. I think for now, away from home against Elche, he will start Araujo and Pique. Midfield three, Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri. I'll be shocked if there's anything else, of course. Could bring in Xavi, could bring in Nico, but that midfield is just too strong to break. I think if he wants to play Xavi, he has to put him on the wing, but in the end, I don't think he will do so. I think he'll stick with that strong midfield. Front line is a big question. Will Ferran Torres get dropped? I don't think so. I think Xavi will stick with his man. He's backed him in the media a lot, but you can't drop Ousmane Dembele. After a goal or 2 assists in 20 minutes, you can't drop him. He has to start, which does mean that Traore goes to the bench and Aubameyang will still start up top. You could bring in Memphis for this match, but of course he just came back from injury. I think Memphis has a good chance to start midweek against Galatasaray, but for now it will be the inform Aubameyang up top, and that's the line I think that Xavi Hernandez will select for this match. But of course, let me know down in the comments below what you think Xavi will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach, and I have indeed made a few changes from Xavi's lineup. In my lineup on screen right now, I would go Ter Stegen in goal, back four of Dani Alves, Eric Garcia, Pique, and Des, midfield three of De Jong, Pedri, and Xavi, and a front three of Adama Traore, Aubameyang, and Ousmane Dembele. Starting off with the back five, again, Dani Alves has to start. Now, I have kept Des in there. For me, if it ain't broken, don't need to fix it. I would bring Jordi Alba on in this match, but I want Des to get some minutes. I don't want him to come to that Galatasaray match absolutely raw, so I would start him, bring on Jordi Alba, then of course start Jordi Alba against Galatasaray. Center backs, I think Araujo is desperate for rest, and we cannot risk another injury with him whatsoever. I would start with Eric Garcia in this match, alongside, of course, Gerard Piqué. Midfield, I've dropped Busquets again. I think Busquets in this match away from home, Elche going to be up for it. They're going to have that energy midfield, their fans behind them. I think Busquets is just too slow for that. 100% I'll start him against Galatasaray at home at the Camp Nou in the Europa League. But for this match, I've dropped De Jong deeper, go with Pedri on the right and Xavi on the left. In the front three, of course, I'm dropping Ferran Torres. Man has been absolutely shocking. Dembele on the left, Adama on the right, and Oba up top. Again, I was thinking about starting Memphis, but I think, again, he's just come back from injury a bit too early for him. So that is the line that I would select for this match. But of course, let me know down in the comments below, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? I've gone Barcelona win this match by 2-1. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but I think we'll win this match. I think it will be tight. And of course, with all the big matches going on, we have to, and I mean we have to win 3 points, nothing more and nothing less, or else it will be a disappointment. I think if Barcelona can keep a clean sheet in this match, it would be absolutely crucial, of course, with the winning the match as well, not like a 0-0, that's not worth it. If we can win this match with the clean sheet, I think this Barcelona team can go far for the rest of the season. But of course, step by step, we have to beat Elche, and I think we will do so by a score of 2-1. But of course, let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. So that was my match preview for Elche versus Barcelona in La Liga. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is your score prediction, and secondly for the lineups. Firstly, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? What do you think that Xavi would go with? What would you go with if you were the Barcelona manager? Leave me all your thoughts down below, and of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me, watch the game with me. Follow straight after the match, my match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big game, nothing but the 3 points. Take care and Forza Barca.
Go!